Hello, Relevant Buildings team. This is a review on how to use the new, the updated structures post type that has been pushed to the live site. So you can see now that when you come into structures and you click into one of those, there are a number of additional fields here. When you fill these out, there's not going to be any changes that take place on the site yet. So we are going to wait until you get all of these fields filled out and are ready to go. And then we can change the template so that it pulls, instead of from the existing fields to keep this existing look, it will pull from the new fields and apply the new look and feel to the site. You can see, you can understand why we don't want to apply this look and feel yet. Otherwise, every single structure, every single model would have a whole bunch of blank areas here on the page. So the first thing to do is going to be to go through here, enter the number of bathrooms, enter the square footage if it's not already there, the bathrooms, the price, if you want to include it, all of these things, get the gallery filled out, and then once you're done with everything, then we can push it live. So we're going to start here with what each of these items controls so that you can see what needs to be filled out. So the SEO headline here, let me just update that. So if you don't put anything in, it'll just leave this little white area up here at the top blank. But you should put in an SEO headline. This is really what's going to help you guys rank. It doesn't look like, some of the competitor sites that we've looked at do it. They all have this as their H1, which is really kind of worthless. So putting in, some version of this, varying it up like I've shown you in the other SEO videos, to make sure that you're getting those important keywords up there, whether it's ADU, or whether it's a home, or whether, whatever it is that you think is the selling point, the big keywords that need to be searched for there. Model, I think this is irrelevant anymore. I think you can ignore that one. Square footage, that one's pretty obvious. That shows up right here. Again, you don't need to add the square feet after it. To make sure that's consistent, that gets added automatically. Bedrooms and bathrooms, again, you just have to enter the number, the word bedroom, the word bathroom, and the icons that you see here. Those get automatically added. The price you can add right here. And it adds, the dollar sign, it adds the full build starting from text on there. If you leave it blank, if you decide you don't want to have to put that in there, that's fine. It just won't show anything right here. This pricing link automatically is going to show up on every single one, and it's going to take them to the price list. The short description, you do want to keep that one really short. That is right up here, so maybe one of the things that sets it apart from the other model. So in this case, it's two 20-foot containers with a wood-framed midspan. If you make this, very long, it's going to start pushing this container, the height of it, which we don't want to do. Here we have the floor plan and the floor plan PDF. So the image is what's going to show up here, the JPEG. So that's this one, the floor plan image is what's going to show up there. And then here is where you upload the PDF. The structure gallery is what shows just under that. So you don't need to worry. I mean, if they're really, really huge images, you should probably try to downsize them a little bit. But really, you don't need to worry about what size or shape these images are. As you can see, we've got a long one here and a tall one here. It's going to reduce them all to the same height value, and then just everything is clickable so that you can look at it in a light box if you want. See the larger version. The features, I have created all of the features that you sent over, and those can be added right here. You can see that they are currently all in use, but if you want to remove one of them, you can just click on the minus and it sends it right back over here to this other list. So the right-hand list is what's in use, the left-hand list is what's not in use, and you just click them to move them back and forth. I will make you a separate video on how to create new versions of these, but for right now I just started with those base ones that you sent over originally. Featured image, again, that's the same as it's always been. The featured image shows up right there. And it's also used for the what we call the archive, so the page where all of the models show up here. The structure types, since unless you're adding some, you probably won't need to worry about that, but it's worth remembering that that's here, and this is how those get categorized, again, in this categorization up here. Residential, ADUs, offices, and other. Keep scrolling down. This text area is what's going to show up right here to the left-hand side of the floor plan PDF. And then we have this pre-footer section down here. My apologies. This is no longer in use. This is something from several versions ago. So it's this pre-footer CTA that you want to use. Right now I've only created one called Fresh New Space Awaits, and that's what you can see right here. So any thoughts that you have on that? We can create some additional ones. We can change up the headlines and the images and the links and whatnot so that you can vary these a little bit from model to model if you want. We could put one, we could create one that is for ADUs, so that rather than browse all models, it's taking them to that new ADU page that we made, or whatever it is you think we want to include here. But for right now, there's only the one, but we could create others, and those would show up in the list here for you to choose from. Really, that's the most that there is to it. So you can see here on the live site, we were just looking at the dev site a moment ago. This is the live site. You can see all of these fields are empty. And so, there's a significant amount of work in front of you guys. Let's see, looks like there are 30 structures. 21, I guess, of them are published, so there are a few that are drafted here. Maybe we don't need to make those live, but yeah, there's at least 21 that you're going to need to fill out all of these fields on, make sure that the featured image is correct, make sure that the categories are correct, upload these images and floor plans, create a gallery for it, add the features to it, all of that good stuff. Please let me know if you have any questions. If there's a lot of questions, it might be easier for us at this point to do a call. Thanks.